Hello, people. Back with probably my final vid on NieR Automata Path C/D. And back as a guest star to end it with me is Ariana Minks, Judy, who sadly is under the weather. So thanks for joining you despite your condition. I'm sorry about that.
It's just a cold. I'm not dying, you know.
I know, but as one who's, colds are, they sometimes I've had mine where I certainly feel like I'm dead.
Yeah, but it's just a small cold. I mean, it's just like my throat just irritates me, but it's not that I'm actually like I feel like I'm gonna die. No, it's just
throat.
I think it's just because of all this like ash rain that's been happening as of late because of these fires. So it's just been like the air hasn't been the best. So I think that's what got me sick. But I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, it sucks about that. It really does.
Yeah, it's just been fucking crazy around here.
Eesh. So, yeah, lately Bloodborne and yeah, originally wanted to do the whole Monster Hunter Behemoth thing, but then Brian, couldn't do it, so I figured, what the hell, let's just get this out of the way instead. Hold on a second.
Yeah, also I haven't practiced Behemoth, so.
Oh, I've stopped hunting him. He's just impossible.
Yeah.
He is. Oh, hold on a second. Hey, Mom, if you and Naomi are gonna do anything, please do it in another room so it doesn't interrupt. Okay. Alrighty, so as of last time, I have 4 endings. G, which I got by accident just by wandering away as 9S. And I didn't expect that. Oh, chapter select. Alrighty, so I believe the tower is all that's where I have to go. And I can just go straight to the final battle with 9S and A2. I don't have to do the whole thing. Yeah, and I've pretty much shown the majority of it already, so no really any need. Begin 9S and A2. Okay. Final fight.
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
Oh, 9S.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And YoRHa was created to perpetuate the lie. But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time. The commander, me, 2B, sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it make you laugh?
9S.
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually. But the model designation 2B was just a cover.
Yup, 2E in reality, which is so messed up.
The official designation is 2E. Number 2 type E. They were a special class of members designed to execute YoRHa units. But you knew that. right, Nines.
Shut up! Shut up!
I feel so bad for 9S. He's just...
What do you know? You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational.
153. I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
You gotta give the pod units a round of applause for sticking up with all this. Like that, I don't know how they do it. Then again, they are robots. Okay, I chose A2 last time, of course, so the only one left is 9S, which I was a little didn't want to do, because come on, do I really want to hurt A2? No. I mean, I'm playing as somebody who's pretty much gotten a few screws loose. But for the ending and see what happens. Am I sure? Not really, but I gotta do it. Understood. Oh.
It doesn't matter! None of this matters!
9S!
But if it doesn't matter, why do I long for humans like this? Why do I desire the touch of something that no longer exists?
It's how we were made. Androids were designed to protect their human masters. Our core programming demands that we...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fine. Just destroy it. It all goes away. That'll solve everything!
Freaking battlefield changed. Completely different than how it was originally. Even the hacking is different. No, no, no. Don't stab her. Please don't stab her. I beg you.
Take care of 9S.
Oh, no. So they both stab each other. I didn't expect that. This is the worst ending. Okay, so... Oh. Pod convo again. Fatal system error detected. Memory leak verified. Repair impossible. Beginning emergency evacuation of remaining memories. Okay. My name is 9S. A newly manufactured scanner model. January 30th, 11,942. Rolled out at 4:25 a.m. bunker time. I will fight for humanity with all my strength. The pleasure's mine, Commander. Ugh, Commander, I felt so bad for all of them. That was messed up. They were all just programmed to die and be blown up when the clock struck the certain time. I lie collapsed in a space of blinding white. The pain is gone. The light envelops me. It's so warm. I was anxious. A soldier from the moment I was born. thrown into the world alone. Nothing to rely on. No God to believe in. I was alone. Tasked with infiltrating enemy territory to gather intelligence. In the fog. In the flames. Alone. The fog and the flames. My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support. 2B came off as being rather aloof. Cold, even. She must have wanted to distance herself from me. Yeah, because apparently she's had to kill you many times before, which is equally messed up. I guess she didn't want to be attached to someone she had to kill again and again and again. But I love her. He did. He certainly did. Scanners like me mostly work alone, scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun. I was so happy to be with someone. It was like I had a family. My damage worsens. I start to lose my memories. Space fills up with pure white light. It's like being buried in snow. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit frightening. Will my soul disappear? A dark fog clouds my vision. As it ebbs and flows in its slow, dreamlike way, it gradually takes human shape. It's the red girl. Wait, the red girl? Is he talking about the mainframe? I guess. She slowly begins to speak. This tower is a colossal cannon built to destroy the human server. Destroy the server and rob the androids of their very foundation. That was the plan devised by those girls. So basically you kill their metaphorical god, you kill their purpose for living, basically. But they changed their mind. They saw us androids. They saw Adam and Eve. They saw how we lived, considered the meaning of existence, and came to a different conclusion. Yeah, after A2 flutzed around with their data banks and had the mainframe over diverse itself or whatever, and then I guess reprogrammed it. This tower doesn't fire artillery, it fires an arc. Really? An arc containing memories of the foolish machine life forms. An arc that sends those memories to a new world. Perhaps they'll never reach that world. Perhaps they'll simply wander an empty sky for eternity. It's all the same to the girls. For them, time is without end. Adam and Eve are inside the Ark. Really? Eve is asleep. Didn't I kill both of them? I don't know. Adam holds him in a gentle embrace. He seems to be smiling at me. I try to look up at him, but my body refuses to move. Looks like the damage has spread to my motor functions as well. How did Adam and Eve survive for this ending? I mean, I murdered both of them, more or less. Then again, I guess they uploaded their data or something. Will you come with us? Asks Adam. The question was the question was completely free of malice. Seemed I no longer had a reason to hate machines. Maybe I never had a reason in the first place. Nope, not really. You were bred to just fight them. What have I been fighting for? Who have I been living for? I don't know anymore. I try to speak my mind, but the words don't come out right. My thought routines are losing cohesion. I can't remember my name. Uh-oh. I'm mustering all my strength. I force out the words. Go with you or stay? I'll go with them. Why not? Spread the dream. I'll go with you. We YoRHa have no right to remain in this world. And there they go. That's just sad. They both kill each other. Popolo and Devila. And Pascal and the Resistance. Poor Pascal. I felt so sorry for him. I feel sorry for all of them. Childhood's End, ending D. I honestly think this is the most depressing ending. Yeah, what'd you think? This or... See.
I didn't think it was depressing, honestly.
Well, it does have a whole bit of more hopefulness to it with the whole arc thing. It's just, you know, with C, you know... Oh, wait a minute.
Unit black boxes now confirmed offline. Our mission to oversee the progress of Project YoRHa is complete. Proceeding to final stage of project.
Final stage.
Of all data.
What? I don't want to delete yet.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Accept the pod's request, I guess yes.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all YoRHa units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Fuck the project.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating data salvage.
Yes.
Pod 153. You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
She
We lack
does.
the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
Hell yeah. This is gonna be weird. The end of YoRHa. Hell yeah, save them.
The defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues, our consciousness data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. We were created to execute the android's Project YoRHa plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information...
This is weird yet very fun.
I cannot deny the feeling
It's like Galaga.
Consciousness and emotion being born.
Oh, more like Ikaruga, actually.
We now understand that not everything has to have an answer.
I was expecting the credits to just roll down normally and I shoot at them, but no, they're going all over the place. So many credits. Ah. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Still going. This is the weirdest credits I've ever seen in my life, and I thought Vanquish was weird. And that was a platinum game too.
Well, if you complete it, that's how you get NDD, but it's not easy.
Nope.
Because it only gets impossible levels.
Still going. Damn it, Platinum. I did not buy this to play YoRHa. Ah, God damn it. Connect to the network. Yes. No, don't give up. I want to get the ending. Ugh. At least they give you a chance to continue, which is nice.
Yeah, but you have to start from the beginning again.
Oh no. Well, now
that's the hard part about it.
Oh. Yeah, I lost like 2 lives before, but now I know how this works. I'm trying to be more wary of where I am in position to everything else. Where's missiles when I need them? Ugh. The best I can do is just to get the big lettered ones out of the way as fast as possible. Still shooting. Ah! Oh no, this is bad. This is very bad. I will not accept defeat, and I have to start all over again. Damn it. Not again. No, screw it. Start over on this part. You think games are silly little things? No, I do not. Oh, finally. Oh, no. Character design. Okay. God damn it. I don't know how you powered through this before.
I got help, so... You're supposed to get help, otherwise you won't be able to complete it on your own.
Oh.
It's not possible.
How do you get help?
There's a certain... you get to a certain part in that they ask you if you need help, and then you can say yes.
Yes.
The only thing is that if I recall correctly, it's at the expense of you losing all your data, so you'd have to start the game all over again.
No. That sucks.
I didn't mind doing it. It was not that hard. A lot of people don't want to.
Well, at least
they... expense of ending E.
Yeah. At least they give you help, which is nice.
Yeah.
They even add a chorus to it. That's cool. bunch of slave ships working with me. Still going. This is both ingenious and yet so amusingly silly at the same time. Now what? Okay, did I save?
Everything that lives is designed to end. They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle. That is what we believe. Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet here I am, still alive. I must look very silly.
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
That is right.
That concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
Yay.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Yes, rebuild them.
Won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists. A future is not given to you. It is something you must take for yourself.
Yay. To be in 9S. Now where's A2? We need the complete trio. Ah, speak of the devil. And she grew her hair back. Somehow.
Pod 153 to player. Please respond to this query.
Leaving for the New World Trophy.
Player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish NieR Automata?
Have something I have to say, or nope, nothing at all. I did my best. One thing is certain, I'm rooting for you, USA. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Pod 042 to player. Please respond to this query. You, faithful player of this title, have lost your life multiple times to make it this far. You have faced crushing hardship and suffered greatly for it.
Well, I've only technically died a few
in
times.
helping the weak?
If I think I kind of looked it up. Apparently if I do decide to help out, I lose my character data, but I don't want to do that yet because I still have like 2 side quests left and a bunch of other upgrading stuff for trophies I want to do. So I guess, do I say no to this question?
Yeah, you can say no.
Yeah, because if I say yes,
it's not mandatory for you to do it. It's just that in the spirit of cooperation, if you wanted to, then you could say yes, but it's not mandatory.
So I'll agree to yes on when I do complete everything in this game.
Understood. Returning to title screen.
Yeah. Save? Absolutely. And, yeah, if I did do that, they would say, I believe they would say thank you and, for playing the game and everything, but, yeah, so, really, it's not really missing much from my understanding, it's just contributing to the greater cause of other players who are probably needing help like I needed, but overall, that ends the game, and I went with the everyone lives ending. As I should. At least, I think. It's not showing E or D. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't saved yet. My head's swinging in so many different directions, I didn't even notice. Okay. So, yeah, I got ending D plus the everyone lives ending, which makes me very happy. But, so yeah, I've pretty much done almost everything in the game. Really, the only 2 things I didn't do were getting all the data to 4S and doing the race quest, which honestly I thought was the worst one. I tried to do that one so many times. I couldn't do it. And when I came back to the game months later and I saw him running around, I was just like, nope, not doing you. So I'll likely do that on my own time. The only other thing that I can remember there being undone was, Judy, there was that one robot that was, like, on the fountain in front of the theme park. You said, he was very hard. Like, what level did you recommend to go after him?
He's like, hard if you go with him with 2B. He's not hard if you hack him with 9S. Because he's a level 99.
90, yeah, so I could have sworn it was a 90-something.
Yeah, I think it was in the 90s, but when I first fought him, I was still in the level 60s.
Yeah, that's the beauty of 9S's hacking. Yeah, it can be difficult with how elaborate things get, but it's surprisingly a good get-out-of-jail card. Because I could just skip through all the feign fighting. Do you get anything for killing that thing, or...
You just level up to level 99 faster.
Okay. Because it was either that... I didn't want to look it up out of cheating, but it was either that or a weapon. That was my best guess.
No, you don't get anything from me. You just get a lot of XP points.
Okay. So I could have gone after him if I wanted, which is fine. No big deal,
what level
really.
Are you, though?
I believe I am... Debug room, chapter select. Total quest cleared 57 out of 60. Excavated land. So I'll just load up Pascal's Village right here. 9S. Yeah, I could have sworn I was like 70-something. If not 80. I put in like XP chips and drop-in chips as well as the usual attack stuff, so it kind of just slipped my mind. According to... Oh, I'm level 70 exactly. So, yeah, I'll probably just on my own time just go and complete everything else off screen. Because honestly, it's just what the 4S. Unless I can do them now. Hmm. 4S. Ah, there it is. For constant squad, I have to go after 90 unit data 87. I can't go after. I can't complete them yet. I have to be 95% on enemy units. So I can't complete him. So it'll have to be on my own time, more or less. So yeah, that pretty much completes the main story of NieR Automata. I'm very glad to finally beat the game in a full playthrough. Mostly, aside the 2 side quests that I can't seem to complete now. But yeah, I really like this game. It's very fun with its Devil May Cry like gameplay, as well as its very intriguing, thought-provoking story, and it's a beautiful game to look at. I wouldn't say it's next gen, but it's pretty damn close. And I love how all the well, A2 and 2B are honestly pretty close to each other in gameplay, but 9S has its hacking, so in a way you're not short on variety. I definitely loved a lot of the bullet hell gameplay they threw here and there, and the boss fights, what ones there were, and yeah, this is definitely a game that is up there with a lot of machine philosophizing storylines, from this to Ghost in the Shell, Deus Ex, so on and so forth, with a bit of that, I guess, anime manga look to it, well, with the whole gothic Lolita looks. And thank you, Judy, for being there on the first time I played it, and now I'm here ending it with you. So, yeah, the game really started to hit a chord with me throughout from, like, you know, you have the first half where everything seems hunky-dory, but then, nope, more of the game, and then everything just starts crashing down, and it's like freaking Tomino or Urobuchi hacked the script, and everyone started dying off all around me. I was getting sad. Like, come on. And it gets even worse when when all of them start, more or less, I guess in a weird, sick way, start mocking you. Like when 2B's operator started talking when the base was going down. I was like, oh no. Then you had to fight 9S's operator, and so yeah, this is a game that's really gonna get anyone in the feels if it strikes them accordingly. I know it did for me, and it did for you, right? So it has a lot of good themes around it, and playing multiple times is definitely its best strength, and it really lends to that. And yeah, I did It is mostly a standalone game. I actually did go online to look up some things like Popola and Devla, and turns out they're in the first NieR game. So
yeah, they are.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I actually got the first NieR game just the other day, courtesy of Amazon, and I can't wait to play it eventually. So that's definitely on the to-do list at some point. Of all the characters, I think Popola and Devla, in my opinion, needed a little more screen time. I did feel sorry for them. I definitely sympathize with them. I just think they needed a little more, you know what I mean? But beyond that, a lot of the characters get good screen time. I think A2 could have used some more as well, but they're not devoid of any actual time to get to know them, and I really do love them. Like, that's hence why I was so insistent on getting E. So,
Yeah.
being one who played the game before me, how did it struck with you? Pretty much the same as me, or?
I wouldn't say the same, but it's definitely different.
Yeah. Care to elaborate in what ways it made you love the game?
I don't really want to talk too much.
Oh yeah, because you're cold.
Yeah, but I will say that I suppose it made me reflect a lot on things. So it was really melancholic, I would say.
Oh, it is. I really like
So,
the. I really
I
like
wouldn't
the.
say it's depressing in any way. I
Oh
think a lot
no,
of people would say that, but I don't particularly find it depressing. I just think it has a lot of humanity for being a game that doesn't have any humans in it.
it does.
So that's always really nice.
That's part of the reason why I like the game. It's unique in that respect. Like, it really gives the question of, even if humans are somehow gone, what about everything else? And in the case of artificial life forms, it makes sense, in my opinion, that should they gain intelligence, they would look at their creators as their god, more or less, and they try to live their own ways, from Pascal to the androids. And I would not call the game wholly depressing, like you said, but I would say it does have some. I would say it has a lot of elements of tragedy.
Well, it's tragic, yeah, but it's not depressing.
No.
There's always some meaning behind every action that's in that game, so.
Yeah, give me the element of sadness, because, you had the whole A2 killing 2B.
Well, it is sad, but. Well, I think that was sad, but at the same time, the tragedy is also beautiful in a way, so that's how I see it.
And you have a bit of, I guess, redemption thrown in there for some of them. And, it definitely is a game to make you think and ponder, like, existence and all of that. Like, how do you want to live your life, or whatever, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I definitely do not mind coming back to play this game again and again, especially for stuff that I haven't completed yet. And for the most part, I really liked a lot of the side quests. I was honestly pretty floored with how varied they were, and some were pretty cool, like the whole Father Servo one, and some were just like, oh crap, like the the extermination android. How you think it's a regular murder mystery when really the culprit's been there the whole time, and, well, she's not exactly. How do I say it? Like, she had to do it, but at the same time she didn't want to do it. It's a lot of weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the game, it's definitely a weird game too, with the whole credit thing and a bunch of other things thrown in. So, and the soundtrack, that goes without saying. I mentioned it a million times throughout my playthrough of this game. The soundtrack to this game is just beautiful. Honestly, one of the best.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I want the black box edition for that, the statue, but most especially that soundtrack. Sadly, it's not available on Square Enix Online as of the past half year since I put myself on the waiting list, and it's ridiculously expensive on eBay and Amazon, so I missed my chance to get it, I suppose. So, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah. Perhaps someday you will get it.
Yeah. And, I would not mind to see if they could do another NieR. Like, they could just... I mean, it's a multiple-ending game, but that doesn't stop other developers from picking an ending to be canon and running with it. Like,
No,
they could pick...
happen.
Yeah, like they could pick ending E and be like, did you work for that one? And be like, here's the continuation. All your favorite characters are back. So, I don't know. Like, if the previous 3 Drakengard games can do it, I don't see how the NieR games can't do it. So, whatever works for them. And as far as I know, Yoko Taro is working on something NieR related right now. So, I guess we'll have to wait and see what he's up to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's honestly that's pretty much it. NieR Automata. Love the characters. Love the themes. Love the quests. The gameplay. There's not a lot to dislike about it, other than maybe 1 or 2 side quests, and I'm honestly very pleased with it. I can't wait to come back and play more of it on my off time, and thank you, Judy, for again getting me on this game and starting and ending this journey with me. It's much appreciated.
Of course, I'm glad that you really liked the game and that you went beyond ending A. It's always cool.
Yeah, like I beat ending A and thought that was it. Because I thought the game was pretty much around that same length, but nope, it was really a 3-parter story. So when I beat ending B, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna wait another couple of months. I wanna continue and see where this goes. And I was very shocked and happy to be that the game was longer than I initially thought it was, because when I beat it the first time, I was like, that's it? But no, it was longer, so I'm glad to finally do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at this point, as far as streaming is concerned, I can finally put it behind me and continue onwards, and as of right now, I'm doing Bloodborne, and I killed both...
How far are you in Bloodborne?
I killed both the Cleric Beast and Father Gascon 2 nights ago, and...
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, thank you to Bruce, who helped me with that, because I did not know how I was going to do it. Even then, it was like skin of my teeth.
That's how the bosses are in Bloodborne. I mean, I think in my perspective, they tend to get a little easier as you go on. It's just the areas get harder.
Yeah, for me, Gascon was hard, not because of him, but because of the environment, with how everything was cramping the entire area. Like, you can't move. To me, I didn't like that. Like,
well, that's the challenge about it. So
yeah, it's just I've played so many other games where the bosses are challenging, and they do kill, like Ninja Gaiden or Devil May Cry 3, where they do put up a huge challenge, but
yeah,
they
but
don't.
You can't compare.
Well, yeah, because one is
different games.
Yeah, that is true. It's just I'm just used to games where the bosses don't rely on the environment too much to be hard, you know what I mean? So that's what kind of caught me off guard.
Gascoigne is hard even if it didn't have the environment.
Oh, that is true.
So,
like,
it's just obviously they just made the graveyard there to make it more punishing.
Yeah.
But I think even if it wasn't, he'd still be hard considering how agile and how hard he is. But I will say, I will advise you to learn how to parry.
Yeah, I've been doing that with the gun more and more. And,
yeah, but you stagger. I realized from your streams, you know how to stagger them, but you don't know how to parry.
Parry.
It's like, when you stagger them and then they don't move.
Yeah.
As soon as you stagger them, press R1.
Yeah, the visceral attacks.
Yeah, because, I noticed that you do that a lot, but you don't parry. And I'm like, why is he not doing a visceral attack? Like,
yeah,
I don't get it.
That's the thing. I mean to do them 90% of the time, but for whatever reason, either because
to hold it.
You have to hold
the R1.
Yeah, it was either me not holding it or the character ended up being moving, and as such that canceled it out. I wasn't sure because I'd be trying to do it, and I'd be like, why didn't he do it? So, yeah, hold it down. Got it. I'm now in the Cathedral Ward area. I honestly did not know where to
So
go.
you're close to Vicar Amelia then.
Yup. I currently stopped inside of the church, which was left of the cathedral, where it leads into Old Yarnum. So I'm not sure if I should.
That's where you find the blood-starved beast.
So am I good going that way, or do I turn around?
Yes. You know how in the Cathedral Wars there's that door that's locked?
Yeah.
If you beat the blood-starved beast, you can unlock that door, and you don't have to buy that emblem to open the gate. You wouldn't have to need to buy that. Now, the blood-starved beast is an optional boss. You don't actually have to beat him to complete the game, but you could always just, accumulate the 10,000 souls and buy the emblem and just go straight to Vicar Amelia if you so wanted to. A lot of people do that. Yeah, the Bloodstarved Beast is a bitch anyway to begin with, because I honestly hate him.
Yeah, because he has that cloud that he spits and everything, but...
It's just that he's very agile. That's the thing. Like, he's agile, and then in his third phase, like, he just being near him, like, poisons you really fast. So it's just really hard to recover, because it doesn't give you that much room to recover. But if you know how to parry, you'll be fine, because you can parry him, and it makes the fight a lot easier, which is why I would always recommend people to learn how to do that, because it makes a lot of fights easier, and enemies as you progress in the game. I'm saying you don't have to do that area at all, but it's always good to open that door, because it does lead to another optional area in the game, and I think you also get another badge in there, which is really helpful.
Nice.
'Cause I think that badge allows you to buy Ludwig's sword, which is that big great sword.
The one that... The sword that's within the sword.
When you sheath it, also becomes a weapon as well. I think if you get that badge, you can acquire Ludwig's sword.
Nice.
So it's always good to unlock it, I would say, but just be prepared to, for anything, because the Bloodstar Beast is annoying as fuck.
When I go into a game, I try to complete as much as I can.
Yeah, so I would recommend that you do go through that area and defeat him. Also, you do get your first chalice from him. So that's if you want to do the chalice dungeons. Obviously, you don't have to do those at all, but that's always a good place to farm for like gems and blood echoes and stuff.
Nice.
If you wanted to, So they're not necessary, but I personally liked going through them. I think they're very interesting places. Also, you do get a lot of variants of the weapons you already have in the game in those chalices. So it's always nice.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, because I could have sworn, when I watched you play the game, you had a version of the saw cleaver that turned into extended into a saw staff. So I'm guessing it's somewhere.
Staff?
It was like the axe where the handle extended and the blade ended up being on the end. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong and it's something else. Maybe it's the axe I'm thinking of.
Well, I only used the axe on my very first playthrough. Aside from that, I only stick with the saw cleaver. You might have seen me use probably another weapon I acquired. Sometimes I use probably only 2 other weapons aside from the saw cleaver, which would probably be Ludwig's sword and the Whirligig saw. But you don't get that until the DLC.
Yeah, the buzz saw with the staff at the end.
Yeah, that's the one I like mainly using depending on what enemy, because it has a long reach, and it does hit really hard when you upgrade it to +10, so that's also a really favorite.
I saw that when I was looking up the game, I was like, that is cool. And the sword, I would say, I really want next after the cleaver, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna continue more of Bloodborne tonight. And since I'm in the bottom of the church leading to Old Yarnum, I might as well. And I got 4 antidotes, so I probably may have to buy more. I'm not sure, but if he's like that, and
yeah, you can buy them, but you also can farm them a lot in Old Yarnum, because a lot of the enemies do drop antidotes, and you do find a lot in that area. But if you do run out, luckily since you defeated the Cleric Beast, the badge that he gives you allows you to buy antidotes. If you hadn't beaten him, you wouldn't have been able to buy antidotes. So, yeah, even though he's an optional boss, but he does give you good things as well.
Yeah. Even when they're optional, you gotta do them because the rewards are worth it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Bloodstarved Beast would definitely be a good one. And I don't think, no, you can't buy fire paper before, but you do find fire paper in the shortcut in Old Yharnam. I would recommend not using them all that much because he is weak to fire because he's a beast. But I wouldn't use them so much in the beginning of the game because it's always good to preserve them until you get that Radiant Hunter badge, like I told you. Because I think when you get that, you get Ludwig's and you can buy fire paper, if I recall correctly.
I did find the flamethrower, but I have to level up my arcane in order to use it. So.
What flamethrower?
It was like it goes on like the left hand, like the blunderbuss does. I believe.
You don't have to use arcane for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It uses a bullets like a gun.
Huh.
But it doesn't need arcane for that.
Yeah, when I went to see if I could use it.
Did Gilbert give that to you?
I think he did.
The guy. Yeah, because that's where you get it from after you defeat the Cleric Beast. He gives it to you.
Yeah, I defeated the Cleric Beast and I got that from him, and I went to use it, but it said the star.
It just uses a bullets. I mean, you do need like a level amount of arcane to be able to use it in a sense, but to say that you actually need a high arcane level to use it at its best, no, you don't. But it's like everything in the game. Like certain weapons require you to have a certain amount of strength to be able to hold it, or you need a certain amount of blood tinge to use it. Like there's my favorite gun in the game called the Evelyn. You don't get that until Canehurst Castle, which is a secret area in the game. That requires you to have a certain level of blood tinge. But I only level up a little bit to use it, but it's not actually necessary for you to raise it so high. But it is one of the best guns in the game, but you won't get that till later. But yeah, you only need like the minimum for that. You don't particularly need like high arcane. It's just unless you want to make an arcane build.
Okay.
But that's on you.
So yeah, hold R1 to do the visceral. Yeah. Because I'd be trying to do that many times, and sometimes it worked, but other times it wouldn't, and I was like confused. Am I moving around?
Yeah. No, you're very good at staggering the enemy, but you don't press the R1 right afterwards. So I'm just like, but you know how to stagger them, which is good, because I didn't even learn how to parry until like way, way later in the game. So if I would have learned how to parry from the beginning, it would have been easier for me. But luckily you've got that down, so.
Nice.
Yeah, so you just, right after you stagger, just hold R1 and you'll be able to do it just fine. Or behind an enemy, like if you sneak up behind an enemy, if you press R2 and then press R1, you also get a visceral attack.
Yeah, I remember doing that the first couple of times I tried playing it, and I definitely pulled it off at least once or twice in the Cathedral Ward, sneaking up on the guys with the cowbells on their necks.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna return to Bloodborne later tonight, and feel free to chime in on the message board like last time, if you ever have the time.
Yeah, it's just that. Yeah, unfortunately, every time you start streaming, I have to go into work, so I never have the chance to watch your streams when they happen live.
I usually try to get on them after work, roughly 4 o'clock, which is why I think you were able to make it last time, because I ended up being early enough. It's just the last 2 days ended up being my long days where I couldn't really... Thursday was my long day, so I wasn't able to get in and do it early, and Friday I tried to like every other day, but my sister Naomi kind of brought back doing Shabbat dinner ever since she came back from her trip to Israel, so it's like, do I do it, or do I wait till later, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. No, I mean it's fine. I mean, I just have an afternoon job now, so I tend to go in around 5 p.m. your time nowadays. So
so
that's why every time you start streaming, I can never see them live. I always have to watch them after I get out of work. So
new afternoon job. You're still working at the same
no,
place. Oh,
I have a new job. I've had a new job for almost 3 months now.
I didn't know. Where you working now?
UPS.
Oh, nice. You like it over there?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd leave your old job since you were there for what? You said 5 years?
7.
7. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot has happened over the last month, so I've just been all over the place trying to get my life together, but it's been good for me so far. So.
That's good. Yeah, I'm still kicking ass with the numbers in my line of work, and not much to say, I suppose, at the moment, other than that. So, well, if anything, share stories another time when you're feeling better and we're playing a game again. So
it's not that interesting. I mean, all you have to know is that what was it, around the end of March, and where I actually didn't even leave my job. Funny enough, I actually got fired from it.
What? How did that happen?
Mm-hmm. Just because cell phone use, which was the stupidest reason ever. Because I didn't even use my cell phone that much.
I'm so sorry.
Actually don't be. Because in a way, I consider it a blessing in disguise. I was honestly depressed with my job. I did not like getting up to work anymore. I did not like going. Honestly, spending 8 hours there every day was just killing me in so many ways. I mean, it hurt just sitting down nowadays hurts my back so much.
Really?
My lower back a lot. Yeah, like I can't even game properly anymore because my lower back hurts. Just sitting down, it's so irritating. So just being at that job was just ruining me, physically and emotionally.
So being sessile on that chair for so long started messing you up, and you couldn't
yeah,
take it.
This started a year and a half ago. I started feeling when I was sitting down, I would just feel uncomfortable no matter how I placed myself and shit. So I was like, I don't know, and it just got getting worse and worse. But I don't. I didn't really make it known. And then that happened. And I was just so fucking... I was more upset than anything else because it was such a trash company to begin with. And I'm here I've spent so much of my life, so much of my time here for no reason. Because I didn't grow or anything, nothing. There was no benefits there, in a way, oh yeah, you'll be able to grow and be able to expand and everything and learn so much.
And that was not
there was
the case.
no, there was not many opportunities there. I just stuck doing the same shit literally every day, and I just got sick of it. So in a way, like I said, it was annoying because I'm just y'all really think it's such a big deal that I got fired from this company. If anything, y'all did me a favor. But it was hard looking for a job afterwards. It was, but I found this one, and I've been really happy with it so far. I mean, it's tough, but I like the new start.
Yeah, it took me a while to finally get work after I graduated, so I definitely sympathize.
Yeah, it's just hard, but at the same time, it's I'm glad that everything happened the way it did because it made me realize that I would have continued wasting my time there and not have had the motivation to say, you know what, fuck it, I quit. I was too comfortable there. So I'm glad that it happened the way it did.
So it was too much TDM, too many stupid rules they kept making up every other month.
It was just yeah, it was ridiculous. They really thought it was oh, I could understand if it was some big hot shot company, I would have been it matters. But the company I worked for was fucking trash, dude. I was y'all really think that shit's gonna affect me anyway? I don't give a fuck.
They're being slave drivers instead of being respectful.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it was. That's how it felt like. So I was I didn't really care, but like I said, I don't miss my old job at all. Like in any
So
way, I don't
it
miss
was a
it.
blessing in disguise, more or less.
Yeah, it was. I really was. So I'm glad that, like I said, it happened the way it did. So I'm glad. I'm happy with my new job now. So I don't
That's
regret.
that's good. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'll again thank you for joining, and if anything, I'll see you hopefully as soon as Brian is able to, as soon as he tells me when he's good to go. I'll
I think I will practice the behemoth now that I got time because I just finished Dark Souls. So I actually have the time to go back to Monster Hunter and
nice.
actually get some practice on behemoth because I actually haven't not touched Monster Hunter at all since I
Yeah.
started this game. So,
Like I fought the
you know,
behemoth so many times and failed all those times that I just stopped. Like I'll
yeah,
kill him.
it gets so irritating after a while. You're like, oh, fail after fail after fail. Like it's like, is
Yeah.
nothing going to change? Like, come on.
Yeah, please God, Capcom, nerf the meteor, make it just his final move. It's just, and I'd rather fight it with both you and him because
Yeah. Yeah,
you
at least
you
we know each other. So it's like
ex-
it's better than just fighting with just any random individual that hops in your
exactly.
quest. Yeah, I think
And
that was a point. It's better to work with people that you can actually communicate with and be like, they actually probably know what they're doing. I mean, I'm not good at fighting him, but I'm at least pretty good
yeah,
somehow. So
I've gotten to the final area several times. It's just every
it's
time
always like at hair away. You're like, I'm almost there, but it escapes you all the
yeah,
time.
like I got a good formula with my staff, and I've taken to using life pods and flash
Yeah,
bangs more upon your advice, and those work. It's just
yeah.
I just keep getting
The
stuck with.
people.
Yeah, that's the problem. So
Yeah, I get
so
that. It's always like it's either you sometimes or it's mostly the people that join. It's either way. It's like a lose lose. It feels like.
yeah. So
I get.
with that said, I'm gonna take a break and get back to Bloodborne later. And good job on completing Dark Souls. And I I'm not gonna force it. So whenever Brian's ready and we both have a clear Saturday to do it,
Yeah,
I'll tell him to hit me up and we can go finally kill the beast.
of course.
So all right. So if anything, good. I hope you feel better, Judy, and congratulations on your new job, and hope it leads to better things for you.
Thank you. I hope that you still keep kicking ass at your job, which I know you will. So
Yeah, they're trying to catch up with me in the book numbers. They really are.
don't let them. Keep your
Nope.
records.
Nope. I'm trying to be the road. I'm trying to keep them as wily while I'm the road runner.
That's good. That's how it should be.
Yep. So that'll be it. Good ending and reflection on NieR. I love this game and happy to finally end the journey and hope more comes of it. So that'll
I would recommend for any
most
person.
most definitely. So with that, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.